Hi guys, today I come to you with a new horror game. Today we will talk about Clap Clap, a recently released new game. What is this game about? Let's figure out. The first thing that greets us when we start the game is a view of the houses. It turns out that the main character found a job through an advertisement because he ran out of money. The idea is that you need to look after the house while the owner is away. The owner's name is Maxim. On the way to the customer's house, we are met by a guy named Marco. Our main character decides to ask him where Maxim's house is. He says that is strange, since Maxim always asked him to look after the house. He also spoke about a certain Savo, who disappeared without a trace. Pointing us to Maxim's house, Marco continued to go about his business. The main character came into the house and we have the opportunity to turn off the light by clapping. I have never seen this in indie horror game. This can be said to be a unique mechanic. Next we follow the instructions of the game. Open the necessary doors, read the notes, explore the house and so on. We check the mail on the street and see a message about the disappearance of another person who lived in neighborhood. Disturbing music plays and our hero thinks that he shouldn't pay attention to it and returns to the house. The next task is to water the flowers in the yard. We take a watering can and go to complete the task. After successfully completing a mega difficult task, the main character says we need to get rid of the garbage. There are strange bones sticking out of the back and our main character wonders who they belong to. Nevertheless, we take the garbage, open the door and… damn, that was a jump scare. This is an inspector who is investigating strange disappearances in the area and he decided to ask us if we saw anything suspicious. We answer that we didn't and the inspector leaves. We throw out the trash and return to our house. But as soon as we entered the house, the lights went out and before that, the main character heard someone clapping. He decides to check the rooms upstairs, in which the lights also went out. Surprisingly, he had heard something, and the lights that went out were most likely a system bugs. Having calmed down, he takes food from the refrigerator and goes up to the TV room. Quite brave behavior in someone else's house, to lie down with the food on someone else's bed, but apparently this doesn't stop him, and he decided to watch TV. However, after lying there for some time, the main character falls asleep, but then wakes up after strange sounds. There was interference on the TV screen, and turning his head to the left, it turns out that someone was standing near the door, and after we noticed him, he quickly left. The main character decides to check what it was, and it turns out that the lights in the rooms have gone out again, and the door that was previously closed is now broken. He enters a room that was previously inaccessible. Walking inside, there was a clapping noise behind him, and the lights went out. Everywhere in the room, there were strange scratches, as if from some wild animal. Our main character is at a loss and does not understand what the hell is going on. Leaving the room and entering the one on the left, in the window, he notices a strange figure who quickly left making a terrible sound. And then this sound sounded from behind us. It turns out the creature had already managed to move to another room. He enters the room where he saw the creature and sees a toy duck and the window and a rubber ducky's signature on the wall. In a panic, our character is trying to understand what is happening, and claps were heard in the room in the center, and the terrible lone creature appeared there, chasing our main character. In a panic, he tries to escape from the terrible creature, runs up to the front door, but it turns out to be closed. There is only one thing left to do: jump through the closed window. In the fragments and bleeding, but alive, our main character was still able to get away from the terrible place. Along the way, we see the house, the same guy from the beginning of the game, who is covered in blood. which means that the terrible creature has already managed to get to him. The main character is removed from the site, and we found out that the remains of Maxim were found in a trash can, and his neighbor Savo was never found. Despite the traces of the creature, no one has been able to find him until now. From all this, it becomes clear that it was this creature that lured the main character into the house. Perhaps even the company that installed this surveillance system with claps to turn on the light is somehow connected with this, and perhaps even it is behind these creatures. But most likely this is a conspiracy. The question of what kind of creature this is and how it appeared remains open, but our main character was miraculously lucky. That's all for now. Like and subscribe. See you in another creepy games.